Let's talk about one of the most unforgettable short stories ever written, Eveline, by the one and only James Joyce. It's a story that gets right to the heart of a single, massive, life-changing decision.
And really, it all comes down to this one question that I think we've all asked ourselves at some point. What is it that keeps us stuck? Even when we're dreaming of something better, something more. Well, we're going to explore that exact feeling through the eyes of a young woman named Eveline.
So this is her, Eveline. She's 19, and right here, in this moment, she's sitting at her window, and she's supposed to be leaving everything she's ever known behind. Her home, her city, everything. The question is, will she actually go through with it?
Now, to understand the choice she's facing, you've got to understand the life she's so desperate to run away from. It's a life that feels like it's been frozen in time.
You know, the story opens with this amazing image. Eveline is leaning against the window curtains, and the narrator tells us she can smell the odor of dusty cretonne. Her entire world feels old, musty, and just stuck in the past. She's thinking back to when she was a kid, playing in a field that's long since been built over with houses. A happier time, before her life became what it is now.
And Joyce is just a master at showing us exactly why she feels so trapped. This isn't just a feeling she has. It's a real cage. And it's built out of some pretty heavy stuff. Duty, poverty, and a whole lot of fear.
Her life is just a grind, day in, day out. She works a job at a place called The Stores where nobody respects her. And when she gets home, her work isn't done. Ever since her mother died, she's had to run the entire house, look after her father, and take care of 2 little children. It's what Joyce calls a hard life. And yeah, that's putting it mildly.
But look, this isn't just about being tired and overworked. It's much darker than that. It's about being genuinely afraid. Her brothers aren't around to protect her anymore. And her father? Well, he started threatening her. Those heart palpitations she gets? That's not just stress. That's real, honest-to-goodness fear for her safety.
And on top of all that, there's the money. Just imagine this. Every single Saturday, she hands over her entire paycheck, all 7 shillings of it, to her father. And then she has to fight with him, plead with him, just to get a little bit of it back to buy food for the week. That constant humiliation, week after week, it has worn her down to nothing.
But then, just when things seem completely hopeless, a light appears. A new person, a new world, a chance for a totally different life. And his name is Frank.
Frank is like a breath of fresh air. He's a sailor, and he's everything her life in Dublin is not. He's kind, he's open-hearted, he tells her amazing stories about faraway places. He even has a cute nickname for her, Poppins. And here's the best part. He's asked her to marry him and come with him to start a brand new life in Buenos Aires.
I mean, let's just lay it all out there. The choice seems so incredibly clear, right? On one side, you have her grim reality in Dublin, and on the other, you have this incredible promise of a new life with Frank. A life with love, respect, and freedom. It sounds like a no-brainer, doesn't it?
Well, it's not that simple. Nothing ever is. So now we go to the docks for the story's climax. The boat is literally waiting. Her new life is just a few steps away.
You can just imagine the scene. It's loud, it's chaotic, people everywhere, and right in the middle of it is Eveline. But she doesn't look excited. She's pale, she's cold, she's terrified. She starts praying, asking God to just show her what to do, to tell her what her duty is.
Frank can feel her hesitating. He's holding her hand, and he looks at her, and his plea is so simple, so urgent. Just one word, come. That's it, the call to her future. And right here, in this instant, something inside her just flips. The sea, which was supposed to be her escape route, suddenly feels like this massive, terrifying thing that's going to swallow her whole. In her mind, Frank isn't saving her anymore. He's dragging her down to drown in this scary, unknown world.
Her decision isn't based on logic. It's pure animal panic.
No! No! No!
She grabs onto the iron railing, physically anchoring herself to Dublin, to the only life she's ever known. And just like that, escape becomes impossible.
This final image is absolutely chilling. Frank is calling out her name, but it's like she's not even there anymore. She's just this helpless animal, completely passive, completely trapped. Her eyes are blank. No love, no goodbye, not even recognition. She is totally and completely paralyzed.
So the big question is, why?
Why on earth would she choose the prison she knows over the chance for freedom? The answer, it turns out, is buried in a memory. It's the ghost of a promise she once made.
See, earlier, when she was at the window, she heard a street organ playing a song, and that sound zapped her right back to the night her mother died. She remembered the promise she made to her dying mother, that she would keep the home together as long as she could.
And with that memory of the promise, she also remembered her mother's final, crazy-sounding words, Deravon Seron. Nobody knows for sure, but it's thought to mean something like, the end of pleasure is pain. For Eveline, it's like a family curse, a warning that trying to find happiness will only lead to suffering.
So in the end, that's what it all comes down to. Eveline is the perfect picture of what we call paralysis, the inability to act, to change your own life. The promise she made, the sad memory of her mother, and her deep-seated fear of the unknown. All of that was just stronger than her hope for something better. She chooses the suffering she knows over a freedom that absolutely terrifies her.
And that leaves us with this really tough question to think about. It's easy for us to look at Eveline's choice and see it as a tragedy, as a failure. But from her point of view, was she just being a good daughter, fulfilling a promise? Does it take a certain kind of bravery to stay and endure? Or is the only real courage found in taking that leap into the unknown? What do you think?